Westfield.
All right.
Here you go. Take a rip.
Yep, this is my favorite. And I mean, you can see why. Look at this average rent, $2,400, up 4% from last year, up 11% from last month. I mean, this does not stop. It is unbelievable. This market is crazy. What does not make sense is average days on the market is 84. That is wild.
I think you're going to jump on my train any second. I'm waiting for it. I don't know how much I'm relying on this.
You know what, though? I mean, honestly, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense to what we see when we run a home in Westfield. I don't know. It doesn't make sense because supply is going down, rents are going up. I mean, I don't know. Who cares on that one? I'm just saying, who cares? I think it doesn't matter. This market is ripping. It continues to rip. I mean, $2,400 a month. If you bought a home a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you're laughing all the way to the bank as these rents just continue to push up. So I love this market. I think it has a great play in terms of rents going up, in terms of appreciation going up. This to me is a good 5 to 10 year hold for anything you buy in the Westfield market. So I love it. I own homes in Westfield. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah. Average sales price still super, super affordable, $363. I mean, it's more than Indy, but I think you're going to see much more appreciation. There's so much more happening there. What did they just announced something else? I was like, I got to talk to Chris about that. What was it? It'll come to me, but it was another major development they announced in the Westfield area. I mean, they're just more and more coming to Westfield.
Interesting. I'm curious on what's happening there. Yeah. So I'm going to jump in here a little bit. And I mean, we've seen in the median rental price over time, right? That graph, man, they're looking squirrely. They're looking, and this one is like straight up and then curves straight over. I mean, this is weird. It's like almost by design almost, but I mean, your active homes, it's shocking. You have less active homes on the market than we did last month, where we were at 129, but yet our average days on market. And in case anyone's going to miss it, it's hard to miss because there's such massive numbers. But right below 84, you're going to see it's up 150% from last month. I mean, that is laughable. It's hard not to laugh on that. And then, of course, up 320%. So this tells me on the next slide here, we're going to see the exact opposite of what we've been seeing in some of these other market reports where our average days on market were under the previous year, right? This is obviously going to be the complete opposite.
Yeah.
But you're right. Go. Well,
on the next slide here.
Sorry, Mike. Sorry, I'm going to go. Hold on. I'll give you your time to speak. 2,400 average rents, and then your average days on market at 84. But also, surprisingly, and let me know what you think about this. Average sales price is down 1% from last year and down almost 3% from last month. Talk to me.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the kind of the historical data. I will say the sales was just kind of an off month for whatever reason. If we had the same historical graph for sales data that we do for days on the market and for active homes, you would see the trend is up. Like for example, the month before was 374, 380, 383. So actually, you're right. It is ticking down. But I'm so hyped on Westfield. I think there's so much potential there. Again, this month or this quarter, it doesn't faze me even kind of. Westfield is like heading. And so, whether there's more inventory and driving prices down 1% or 2%, I'm not looking at this quarter or even this year. Yeah. I'm looking 3, 5, 10 years down the road. Yeah. And this doesn't concern me at all. That's my time horizon. So if I was going to sell this year, maybe I might be concerned. But I'm not. My time horizon is much longer and my outlook is totally sunny and bright. And this doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. That completely makes sense. And just to my last thought here before we go on to the next slide is I'm wondering if at some point you're going to jump on my emotional roller coaster that I am with Fishers. I don't know. We'll just see.
I mean, at a certain point, it's got to top out. When and where, I don't know. I'm still a buyer for Westfield right now. I can tell you that.
All right. Sounds good. Westfield, active home.
We kind of already touched on these, but what's great is the active homes are going down. I mean, there was don't know what happened in January, but geez, everybody put their home on the market in January. 129 versus 57 from last year. Like, whoa. But trending in the right direction, and down to 107, and then we're seeing it go down even more in March. So supply is trending in the right direction, and then we got that wacky days on the market of 84. And if you look at that kind of back into last year, that almost is at its peak from last year, which was in July, which is, I don't know. Days on the market is wacky. So I don't put too much stock in it.
Yeah. I completely understand. It's so strange. I'm going to slide back here just for a second. Number of homes sold. Okay. So 67 homes sold, and we were at 60 last month. Active homes, man, that completely makes sense, right? There's going to be 100 compared to 69 last year. There's a lot more new construction, and as there are in all these areas, but your days on market is shocking. Okay, grain of salt.
And I mean, days on the market is a lagging indicator, and so maybe that's a reflection of, I don't know what happened in January. Like, why is there more than double of the number of homes on the market in January of 2024 versus 2023? That's shocking. And maybe that's what we're seeing in this 84 days on the market, is for whatever reason, there was a ton of inventory. And so it just took a while to get through it. And so maybe that's why we're seeing that 84, because that 84 is a lagging indicator. We're seeing that for the inventory in December and January. And if the inventory is going down, in theory, we should start to see the days on the market go down as the months go on.
In theory, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we know those don't always correlate, but yeah, I completely agree. All right, I'm ready to move on. You ready?
Let's do it.